And welcome back to Hannity. Now, tomorrow night, I will be attending the State of the Union address in Washington, D.C., all thanks to my next guest, Texas Congressman Louie Gohmert. He's a representative, and he invited me a few weeks ago, and I have graciously accepted. And he's here now with a preview of our big day. Congressman, all right, what do I got to expect here? Am I going to get booed by the Democrats?
Well, as I told you, when you're about to enjoy something as pleasurable as this State of the Union address, you just kind of want to share it with people you really like you. So, now, I tell you, though, one of the things I'm now not expecting to be in that people were saying he's going to talk about, the income disparity between the rich and the poor. Well, now that we know that 95% of the income between 2009 and 2012 went to the upper 1%, and we know that 80% of the people, executives on Wall Street, donate to this president over his opponents, we kind of have figured out where he's going there, so he's probably going to have to talk about something besides income distribution.
Well, look, I have a spy. I can't show the other side of this paper, but I have the White House State of the Union talking points in front of me. One of the issues that's going to be a big news as of tomorrow, and that is the president who's saying when American jobs and livelihoods depend on getting something done, he's not going to wait for Congress. Now, I look at the Constitution, I see something known as separation of powers, co-equal branches of government. There's been a little bit of lawlessness in years gone by, recess appointments when the Senate's not in recess, unilaterally changing the health care law, not enforcing immigration laws. Is there lawlessness going on here?
Well, there certainly appears to be when you just ignore the Constitution and say, oh, I don't like that law, I'm not going to enforce it, I'm not going to enforce this law. Oh, I don't like the immigration law, so here's the new law. I mean, that's what kings do. But I tell you, though, as far as just doing things on his own, when we also see the numbers, Sean, that, let's see, he has helped 12.5 million out of poverty since he's been president, but he's pushed 13.5, something like that in. I mean, he's pushed nearly 1 million more into poverty than he's helped get out. That's not a good record to talk about, so he needs to talk about something else, I'm sure.
50 million Americans on food stamps, and nearly a doubling of that number, and the largest number in decades in the labor participation rate in terms of the lowest number we've had. Should he apologize?
And it would be humorous.
Should he apologize over Obamacare and like your doctor, keep your doctor, like your plan, keep your plan?
Well, absolutely he should. I mean, that's what you are supposed to do when you're caught in something that's not true. And, of course, on the Hill, it's against the rules for us to say somebody lied. But whoever put all those words in his teleprompter sure did, because what he said was going to happen didn't happen. You couldn't keep I didn't get to keep my insurance. I didn't get to keep my doctors. And so, obviously, that wasn't true. Seemed like somebody tried to straight some years back when he was talking about those kind of things.
All right, last thing. I just want you to know, you mentioned the Joe Wilson incident. Just to remind people, I am going to be your guest. Remember when he said this?
There are also those who claim that our reform efforts would ensure illegal immigrants. This, too, is false. The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally. It's not true.
I just want you to know I'm not a crazy guest. I will behave myself. You have my word of honor on that.
Well, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried more about the speaker than I am about you, Sean. That's why I invited you.
All right. Louie Gohmert, we'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks so much.